Something is stirring. You feel it in the spaces between your thoughts. On the calendar, most days are simply marks in a sequence. But some are like a mountain stream that, for a moment, flows with a different current. The 31st day of the 7th month is such a moment. It is a time when the veil between what is seen and what is felt becomes thin. Ancient traditions speak not of a portal made of stone, but of a gateway that opens within our own stillness, an alignment of energies that does not occur often. Some feel it as a strange quiet, others as an inexplicable pull towards something more. But once you understand the nature of this current, the signs will no more be a mystery. In this time together, I will share with you the quiet wisdom of this convergence. Why this date, this energy, is a profound moment for rediscovery and for remembering your path. I will also offer you a vessel, a single collection of words to hold your intention, and by our journey's end, you will understand how to harmonize your own energy with this flow, so that change may unfold not from the outside, but from the deep well within you. This is not a matter of speaking words into the air. It is a practice of timing, of intention, and of attuning to the great rhythm that underlies all things. In my tradition, we see that numbers are not merely for counting. They are signposts. They mark patterns in the unseen world. The number 7 speaks of inner knowing, of stillness, of the path completed. And when this signpost appears 3 times, as in 777, it signals a rare convergence in the great flow of energy. Not everyone will feel its presence. Only those whose inner soil is ready for a new seed. Many will miss this window. They see the patterns, feel the shift, experience the sudden opening or the unexpected obstacle, yet they do not connect them. They see them as random events, but nothing on the path is random. It is all communication. This day, July 31st, is one of these signposts. It carries a certain resonance, a quality of energy. This resonance does not knock. It does not force. It is like the arrival of spring. You do not see it come, but you feel its warmth, and the seeds within the earth respond. You may be asking, why this moment? Why now? This is the beauty of the path. Its power comes not from the world of events, but from the world of being. The universe moves in great, silent rhythms, and July 31st is a point where this spiritual current flows close to the surface. It is as if the great silence is speaking, and for a day, our own quiet heart can hear its voice with clarity. We will walk together through the words you may choose to use, the state of heart you must hold, and the quality of mind that allows this alignment to find you. You will also come to understand what to observe in the days that follow. The echoes that show you have truly found your harmony with this flow. This is not theory. These are the patterns observed by many who have walked this path when such gateways open. If you have felt adrift lately, if you have noticed a stillness settle where there was noise, if old structures in your life have been falling away, or if new things are arriving with sudden speed, this current may already be working in your life, but without awareness, its energy dissipates like water poured on the ground. This is why a conscious welcoming is so important. It gives form to the formless. Many people chase after signs, but they do not know how to be still and receive the message when it arrives. This is your invitation to respond, to say a quiet yes to that which has been calling to you from the background, to cease waiting for proof from the world and instead step into the certainty of your own heart. I invite you to remain until our time is complete, for the final part contains a further step, a way to seal your intention as you cross the threshold into sleep on this day. For that is when the thinking mind grows quiet and the deeper self is open to listen. That is when the gateway becomes real, not just a thought, but a part of your life's unfolding. Everything you are about to receive is meant to guide your awareness, not to excite your mind. This is not about building anticipation. It is about attuning to a resonance. You will feel it as the words unfold and as you begin to see that this moment, too, was waiting for you. Before we begin, I welcome you. If these words have found you, it is a sign that you are ready for the next turn on your path. If this feels true, I invite you to walk with us on this journey. Here, your deepening begins. This year, the energy of July 31st holds a different quality than in the years before. The flow of life that surrounds this day is not just strong, it is clarifying. It is as if life itself is accelerating, as if the unseen is pressing closer to the seen. You may have already felt this. The rapid shifts, the sudden clarities, or the way your intentions seem to manifest with less effort. The collective energy of the world is moving in a new rhythm. Old forms are dissolving. People are awakening from a long sleep. Truths that were buried are coming to the surface, and it all moves in waves. It is like a great call echoing across the mountains, and those who are quiet enough to hear it are called to respond. This is why this moment is significant. It is not just a personal path. It is connected to the quiet awakening of many. Most will not see it. They will scroll past the signs. They will sleep through the resonance. But not you. You are here, and your presence is not an accident. You were guided to this teaching for a reason. You are among the few who can feel the shift before it is explained. This gateway is not loud. It does not knock on your door. It moves through your awareness like a soft whisper, a gentle encouragement to speak differently, to think with more clarity, to feel with purpose. It is about choosing to align your own energy, not by force, but by recognition. July 31st is a day to give voice to that recognition, to claim your place in the current that is already rising. When you speak your alignment, you create a ripple. You set a new pattern in motion in ways your mind cannot follow. This is why the words matter. It is why your presence, your focus, your choice to be intentional on this day can mean the difference between remaining in a cycle of delay and stepping onto your true path. The gateway does not open to push you. It opens to invite you to speak with the resonance of what is already yours. And when you do, all of life begins to quietly organize itself around that vibration. There is a reason why a spoken word holds a power that a silent thought does not. The deep self, the heart, does not respond to ideas alone. It responds to vibration, to sound, to the resonance of your own voice. It hears your voice as truth. It takes what you speak with intention and begins to shape your world around it. This is why the words you speak have the power to initiate great change, both within you and around you. Thoughts are like clouds. They come and go, but a spoken word leaves an imprint. It sends out a frequency, and every frequency has a destination. When you speak with focused intention, you are not just hoping, you are sending a signal that moves through the unseen and begins rearranging your outer world to reflect your inner state. Your words shape your energy, and your energy is the magnet. It draws to you the people, the opportunities, the clarity, and even the unexpected blessings that are in harmony with it. But only if the words you speak are aligned with what you are truly ready to receive. On a day like July 31st, what you say holds even greater weight. There is a doorway in the flow of life, one that responds not to noise, but to intentional sound. Your voice is the key, not just for its emotion, but for the unique spiritual signature it carries. When you speak with awareness, you activate this signature. This is not about shouting. It is about speaking with clarity, with certainty, and with surrender, choosing words that match the reality you wish to experience and saying them with the deep knowing that they are already true. Even if your eyes see no change yet, your voice begins the shift. The heart hears you and begins to work. The flow of energy begins to respond. The doors that seemed closed start to loosen. The paths that were blocked begin to clear, not by force, but by frequency, by alignment. And it all begins with what you say and how you say it. Not with drama, but with truth. Clear, anchored, spoken into the stillness, with no fear and no need to chase the result. Because when your voice carries faith, the universe does not need to be told twice. There is a sentence. It holds the potential to open this gateway. It should be spoken on July 31st with full awareness. Not rushed, not whispered in doubt. It should be spoken slowly, clearly, with the weight of inner truth behind it. The sentence is simple, but its resonance is deep. I align with divine timing. I receive what is already mine. These words are not a demand. They are a signal, a frequency that communicates to the whole of life that you are ready. You are not asking. You are not pleading. You are stating your alignment. You are claiming what already exists for you in potential, even if your physical eyes cannot yet see it. This clarity changes everything. Each part of this sentence is a vessel. I align means you are releasing the struggle. You are no longer forcing, resisting, or doubting. You are stepping into rhythm with the great current that has always guided you. With divine timing, affirms your trust in the process. The cherry blossom is never late. The sun is never early. All of life moves with a perfect rhythm. When you align with it, you step out of the illusion of delay and into the truth of flow. I receive is not about passivity. It is an active state of welcome. You do not need to understand the how. You only need to open the space within you. Receiving is an act of quiet faith, a silent confidence that tells life you are no longer questioning if you are worthy. What is already mine is the anchor. It acknowledges that you are not chasing something outside of yourself. You are connecting with a potential, a path, a version of you that has been patiently waiting for you to recognize it. When you speak this sentence, be fully present. Let each word land. Speak it into the space around you as if it is already accomplished. Say it as many times as you feel guided to, until it feels real, not rehearsed. The field of life is always listening, but on days like July 31st, it listens more closely. It tunes into those who know how to speak not with ambition, but with peace, clarity, and purpose. And when it hears that sentence, spoken from your heart, it responds. Before you speak the words that unlock this gateway, I invite you to pause. Allow everything around you to become quiet. No noise, no movement, no distractions. Just you, your breath, and the silent energy that is building. Stillness is not emptiness, it is fullness. It is the sacred space where the real shift begins. Silence is its own signal. When you sit in silence, you tune into the field of life in a way that noise can never permit. You begin to feel rather than to think. That is the first step, to come out of your head and into your heart. Worried thoughts may still drift by, but you do not need to engage them. Allow them to pass like clouds in the sky. You do not need to fight your thoughts. Simply stop feeding them with your attention. The quieter your mind, the clearer your resonance. Sit and place your hand over your heart. This is the place where your inner truth resides. This is what gives your words power. Not the voice alone, but the harmony between your mind and your heart. When your hand rests there, your focus turns inward. You begin to feel your own presence. That is all that matters. Not perfection, but presence. Take one slow, deep breath. Feel the pause at the top. Then release it slowly. That single breath tells your body that it is safe. And when your body feels safe, your energy opens. It is then that the sentence you are about to speak will carry its full weight. Because it will not be rushed, it will be rooted. This is not a performance. It is a connection. No special music is needed, no perfect light, no elaborate ceremony. The only requirement is sincerity. That is where the field of life meets you in truth. Feel the moment before you speak. Let the feeling of readiness rise naturally. Let the words come not from your mind, but from that still place inside you that already knows. This is the time. You are not speaking to get something. You are speaking to align with something that already belongs to your path. And the preparation for this is not about doing more. It is about being still enough to feel what is already here. When you do that, the sentence becomes more than sound. It becomes an act of power. After you speak these words on July 31st, something begins to shift. It is not always a loud or dramatic event. More often, it is a quiet and unmistakable change within you. You might feel an unexpected sense of peace settle over you, as if a great weight you did not even know you were carrying has been gently lifted. It may not make sense to the thinking mind. Nothing outside may have changed, yet inside you will feel it. A softness, a release, a deep calm that was not there before. That is the first echo, the first sign that you have been heard. Then come the synchronicities. You will begin to notice the small alignments, a number that repeats, a message that arrives just at the right moment, an encounter that feels significant. Things begin to fall into place without your effort. This is not chance. This is resonance matching resonance. The vibration you sent out through your words is beginning to reflect back to you from the world. People may quietly exit your life, while others may appear as if from nowhere. This can be confusing, but it is a part of the great realignment. The energies that no longer support your path begin to fall away. The connections that are in harmony with where you are headed begin to appear. At times, it may feel as though things are moving very fast or even chaotically, but beneath it all, you will feel a current of deep clarity. Allow the shifts to happen without trying to control them. You may feel lighter, not in your body, but in your energy. Your thoughts may feel clearer, your emotions less heavy, the future less of a worry. This lightness is real. It is what happens when old, dense energy begins to dissolve and make room for the new. You may not be able to explain it, but you will know something is different. This is the response, not fireworks but frequency, not an instant miracle, but a precise and steady movement. Life begins to arrange itself around the truth you have spoken. The more you can trust this process, the more gracefully it flows. Keep your heart open, your awareness clear, and your trust rooted. The activation does not end when you speak. It begins. What follows is the universe confirming that it heard you loud and clear. Once the words have been spoken, the most powerful practice is to let go, not in defeat, but in quiet confidence. You have sent the signal. The field has received it. Now, the energy begins its work, and your role is not to chase it, question it, or hurry it. Your role is to remain in alignment. Begging, doubting, or checking for results only slows the process. It sends a mixed signal. It tells the universe that you do not truly trust what you have just declared, and this disturbs the resonance. It turns power into worry. But when you choose stillness over anxiety and presence over pressure, the energy continues its uninterrupted flow. Alignment does not mean sitting and waiting. It means living as if the shift is already underway. It means holding your energy at the same frequency as the outcome you have spoken into being. You do not need to look to the sky for signs or refresh your reality every hour. The response from life comes when you stop needing to control the when and the how. This is not magic as some understand it. It is not about snapping your fingers and demanding a result. It is about attuning to a rhythm that already knows exactly what to deliver and when. There is a timing that is higher than your personal schedule, and it is never mistaken. It is precise. It is not rushed. Think of it like a beautiful piece of music. You do not force the next note. You feel it. You move with it. You allow the melody to unfold. And that is how this gateway responds. Not to desperation, but to harmony. When you stay in tune with your spoken intention, everything begins to adjust. Not because you forced it, but because you matched it. You are not chasing results. You are magnetizing them. You are not pulling on outcomes. You are welcoming them into a space you have prepared through your own stillness. That is alignment, and alignment will always outperform effort. So, after you have spoken, live in the resonance you created. Move through your day with the quiet knowledge that something has shifted. Speak calmly, breathe deeply, remain open. This is how energy responds, not to noise but to faith, not to urgency but to clarity. And when you remain aligned, the response always arrives at the perfect time. After the activation, there will be a quiet space where nothing seems to happen. But this stillness is not empty. It is where alignment begins to take root. This is the most challenging part of the path for many, to wait without worrying, to trust without proof. But if you can hold your energy steady here, the reward is far deeper than an instant result. The results may not come in the same hour, or even the same day. But when they will arrive with an unmistakable precision. They will fit. They will feel right. They will not need to be fixed or forced. That is the power of divine timing. It does not miss its mark. It does not forget. It simply waits for you to remain in the correct resonance long enough for reality to match it. This is how true change unfolds, not by force, but by permission. Your permission for the universe to do its part, without your mind trying to micromanage the outcome. Let go of the need to track every sign. Let go of the urge to search for confirmation. The greatest shifts are often orchestrated behind the scenes, where your eyes cannot see them, but your heart can feel them. The path you now walk is not random. It is connected to a larger rhythm, one that knows the perfect moment to open a door, to deliver a message, or to align a meeting. You do not need to speed it up. You only need to trust that it is in motion, even if you do not yet see the movement. Faith is not the hope that something will happen. It is the quiet knowing that something already has. The universe does not respond to pressure. It does not reward stress. It mirrors peace. That is the signal it hears most clearly. When your energy is settled, your breath is steady, and your heart is open, the frequency is pure. There is no noise, no resistance, just readiness. Let that be your inner posture after this gateway. No chasing, no rushing, just a deep, quiet trust. Trust that what you spoke on July 31st is now echoing through the field of life. Trust that it is being guided towards you in the most perfect way. The unseen timeline is not your enemy. It is your guide, and it always leads to something better than your mind could have ever planned. As the day of July 31st comes to a close, there is one final step, and it is as important as the first. Before you fall asleep, return to silence. Let the noise of the day fade away. Let your body relax. This is a moment when the gateway becomes even more receptive, because your conscious, thinking mind begins to quiet, and your deep, subconscious self becomes open. This is the perfect time to speak your activation one more time, not with force, not with effort, but gently as a quiet whisper. Repeat the sentence you spoke earlier. Let each word feel soft, steady, and certain. Then, add one final phrase. It is done. I receive it with peace. Speak these words as if it has already happened, as if your heart already knows it to be true. These final words are not a request. They are a confirmation. They are your spiritual signature saying, I have aligned. I have received. Now I rest. The energy in which you go to sleep is deeply significant. That is the resonance your subconscious mind will carry through the night. If you fall asleep in a state of doubt, you reset the alignment. But if you fall asleep in a state of trust, you seal it. You anchor it deeply into your being, beyond logic, beyond words. Do not scroll through your phone. Do not replay all the things that have not yet happened. Simply release the day, breathe deeply, and hold the feeling of having already received. Let your body feel safe enough to rest. Let your energy soften enough to allow. This is not about doing one more thing. It is about becoming the very vibration of what you have already claimed. When you sleep in this state, you allow the field to continue its work without resistance. You remove your own inner blocks. You give your deepest permission, and that is when a shift becomes permanent. Not because you forced it, but because you trusted it, all the way into the sanctuary of your dreams. This final whisper tells the universe you are no longer looking back. You are not wondering if it worked. You are already living as if it has. This is how energy moves with grace. This is how doors open. This is how true change arrives, often without warning, because you have created the sacred space for it, even in your sleep. This was not simply a video. It was a calling. A message carried through resonance, not just through words. And if you are still here, it is because this message was meant for you. You did not find it by chance. You were led to it. The gateway of July 31st is not just a moment in time. It is a shift in awareness, and you have been chosen to align with it. Every word you have heard was designed to remind you of a truth you already hold deep within your own heart, that your voice has power, your timing is perfect, and your path is not a mistake. The universe has been waiting for you to speak differently, to act differently, and to believe differently. Today, that moment has arrived. If this path resonates within your soul, I invite you to take one small, quiet step to acknowledge it. In the space below, simply write one word: ready. Let this not be a performance for others, but a simple, clear signal to your own heart. And to anchor this energy further, let this message find others who are also ready. Your quiet alignment can create a ripple that helps awaken another. If you wish to continue this journey, to receive more guidance on how to walk this path with grace and awareness, I invite you to join our community. This is just the beginning. There are more gateways ahead, and you will not wish to walk past them unaware. Remember, this July 31st did not happen to you. It happened for you. Speak with a clear heart, and then watch what follows with quiet trust.